Hi everyone, my name's Brenda Aguilera from class ECED in 180 Language and Literacy Development. This presentation is about comprehension, and the topic I picked was approaches to teaching reading comprehension. The first wave was in 1980s individual strategy research. The current approaches to comprehension instruction have their roots in the explosion of research that took place in the 1980s and early 1990s, much of which can be traced to research communities created with federal funding of the Center for the Study of Reading at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and the Institute for Research on Teaching at Michigan State University. The teachers needed to help their student to achieve at high levels, and there was an examination, and there was largely absent from teachers' classroom practices. By the end of the 1980s, there has been research of strategies good readers use, the benefits of teaching those strategies to students across grade levels and abilities, and effective teachers talk for developing good text comprehenders. Identifying comprehension strategies of good readers, activating and using background knowledge, generating and asking questions, making inferences, predicting, summarizing. For summarizing, look and acknowledge how they summarize and explain a text in their own words, visualizing, and comprehension monitoring. The second wave came around, framework using multiple comprehension strategies. Building up from the first wave of what had been learned about comprehension strategy instruction, more sophisticated models of thinking showing the use of multiple strategies in sense making and the growing influences and of social cultural theory on learning and classroom practices led to frameworks that characterized the second wave using multiple strategies in authentic and meaningfully classroom activity settings. Social culture theory explains the cognitive developments of all individuals through their principles, provides the basis of outline that become more fully developed at a later stage. So, implementing multiple strategy instructions. Preview activates students' prior knowledge through brainstorming and has students make predictions about text. Click and clunk teacher students to monitor for understanding while they read. A click is defined as the moment when a student understands something she or he is reading, and a clunk is defined as the moment when she or he gets stuck on a word and needs to use fix-up strategies to move on in the text. Getting the gist helps students to identify main ideas in the text that they are reading by asking themselves who or what is this about and what is most important about who or what. Wrap up teaches students to review important ideas from what they've read and generate questions. Third wave concurrence in literacy curriculum. The third wave of research on approaches to comprehension instruction focuses on initiatives that move beyond the level of the classrooms in a school or a network of teachers within district or area to a focus on school-wide literacy reform. The current issue and new directions, it is difficult to nearly characterize the current wave of reading comprehension research because we are just now dabbling in the surf. We are building on the first wave research and discuss emerging themes and theories from current research. The traditional theories, strategies, and activity settings are not obsolete but more important than ever. They are address key commonalities between literacies and those examined in the first waves. 1. Motivation to learn. 2. Construction of communities. 3. Importance of authentic tasks. Motivation to learn. We must motivate students by teaching them the value of comprehension within the new literacies, not simply by handling exciting gadgets with bright colors and moving graphics. Construction of communities. Classroom context must be construction from a social cultural perspective in which students work collaboratively on authentic new literacy tasks, and teachers become facilitators rather than deliverers of information. Threaded discussion is an example of an activity designed to facilitate literature studies and build community by teachers students to comprehend online text and develop active, strategic, and critical reading skills. Lastly, the authenticity of task. 1. Set a purpose of searching. 2. Employ effective strategies. 3. Analyze search engine results. 4. Read critically and synthesize information. 5. Cite your resources. 6. How successful was your research?